Okay, I want to draw your attention to page 2. These over here, they are algebraic expressions. They're just ways of writing algebraic expressions. So for example, this over here is read as negative 3/4 of x. So it's negative 3/4 times x. We have 4p multiplied by q squared minus 3r, so on and so forth. And then notation wise, our negative 3/4x can also be written as negative 3x over 4. Just to convince you that they are the same. Negative 3/4x, right? Let's choose x value to be, what would you like x to be? Let's say 28. Let's say x equals to 28. Okay, let's see what happens over here. If you put this in your calculator, negative 3/4 times 28, you will get negative 21. You can try. Then if you try and key in negative 3 times 28 over 4, you also get negative 21. That is what this portion is trying to tell you. Whether you write negative 3/4x or this way, or you write negative 3x, then you divide by 4 like this, you will still get the same answer. They are the same. Okay? However, it is very different from 3 divided by negative 4x. You see the x value over there? In the two highlighted yellow color ones, the x is either entirely multiplied to 3/4 or the x is in the numerator. Those are the same. But when you put the x in the denominator, it is no longer the same. Let me verify it for you. With our same example over here, we were trying all these cases, right? So let's try 3 over negative 4 times 28. This will give me something else altogether. 3 divided by 4, 28. Negative 3 over 112. Now clearly, these are not the same, right? So here I have just proven to you that you have to be careful with the way you write your fractions. Where should the numerator be? What should the numerator be? What should the denominator be? So more examples over here. Negative n over 2 is the same thing as negative half n. We saw an example like this in our first period today. Likewise for this, n plus 1 over 3 is the same thing as 1/3 multiplied by n plus 1. You can try putting in values yourself to convince yourself that they are the same. Okay, so with this out of the way, let's move on to evaluation. Evaluation just means put in the number, find out the answer. Okay, so let's see. I promise you, not difficult. First one, exercise 1. Find the value of 3x minus 5. Find the value of 3x minus 5 when x equals to 2. Do you understand the question? Find out what is 3x minus 5. Then you'll be like, hey, but I don't know what's x. No, they did tell you x is 2. X is 2. Every time you see x, it becomes 2. Alright, x equals to 2. That's what they want you to understand. So here is my approach for you. If you have already tried it yourself, please look up at the screen also. I want to show you my presentation. So 3x minus 5. Whatever they want me to change, I draw bracket first. 3x minus 5, okay? I change the x to become bracket 3x minus 5. Now, what am I going to put inside this bracket? Instead of x, I put 2. Because the question says x is equal to 2. Put 2. Oh, and what is the answer? 1. Simple. Can you try part B? Every time they ask for x, you change it to a bracket. Part B. Find the value of 3x minus 5 when x itself is equal to negative 4. And I say again, draw the brackets first. Is this what you have first? Yes or no? Or look up. Is this what you drew first? Yes? Or you didn't listen to the instructions, you did something else by yourself? because if you did, I'm not sure whether you may end up making careless mistakes. I find that my method is best. Okay, make sure you have the brackets first. Now, x equals to -4. Put a -4 inside. Calculator can help you get an answer. So -12 minus 5, -17. Simple. Or the unknown are, put bracket. Now next one, find the value of 4y plus 10 when y is equals to 3/4. Oh, there's a y that they want you to replace with 3/4. So all the unknowns, 4y1/2. Okay, put bracket. Consistent with what I've told you to do, plus 10. 4y plus 10. Well, y this time is equal to 3/4. Just put a 3/4 inside. Let me get 13. Try the next one. What do you put in bracket? -2/5. So -8/5, 10 minus 8/5. Okay? So you can trust me when I say it's easy. What is the method? For the unknown, you just change it to bracket. Then after that, put a number inside. Whether it's a whole number, fraction, positive, negative, doesn't matter. Okay, next one over here. We've got, you know, in primary school you learn, right? Area of a rectangle, you have length times breadth. But we are lazy. We don't want to spell everything out. Length times breadth. We write L times B lah, for example. Or length times breadth, or L times W, length times width. And then area, we just write letter A. Now, a formula like this involves an equal sign. We have the left hand side and the right hand side of the equal sign. Such a formula is also is known as an algebraic equation. There is equal sign, it is an equation. So this is an equation. Now, can you help me write down a formula for finding the perimeter P? I want to find perimeter, but instead of writing P-E-R-I-M-M here, don't lazy. They already say perimeter is P. Okay, so write down a formula for finding the perimeter in terms of L and B. So what do you think it would be? What is the perimeter of a rectangle if the length is L and the breadth is B? So what's the perimeter? Finish? Try? Try. So perimeter is the outline. We have to add all of them up. So what do we end up with? How many L? 2L. How many B? 2B. Is this what you would do for finding the perimeter? If I tell you the length is 10, the breadth is 3, you take 10 times 2 plus 3 times 2, or you add everything up, you get the same thing, isn't it? I'll show you an alternative. Or some people might do it this way. 2 times of the length times breadth. Possible? You take the length plus the breadth, then you times 2. Same one. Right. So these are the same things. Okay, now we evaluate more formula. It is the same as what we done earlier on. This is the formula. Find the value of D when n is equal to 5. My same advice to you from just now. Whatever is to be changed, you put bracket. So example over here, D, right? D equals to, I'm just copying only, D equals to half. And then it says n. No, I'm not going to write n. I'm going to draw a bracket for n. And I carry on copying first. Then there's an open bracket. And then another n. Oh, I'm going to draw another bracket for n. Then minus 3, close bracket. This is how I will start. Yeah, sometimes end up a lot of bracket but it helps me prevent careless mistakes. Okay, now what should I put in brackets? What is the value of n that they want me to use? 5, yeah, just put 5. And use your calculator for this if you would like to. So answer is just 5. Yes? Those who try using your calculator? Okay, now try part B. Find the value of d when n is equals to negative 12. So d equals to, copy down everything except for the n. The n you change to bracket. Done with our brackets. So we have half bracket, open bracket, another bracket, minus 3, close bracket. I'm going to put in the value which is negative 12 and negative 12. I guarantee you if you do this, you won't have careless mistake. It's just copying. Anybody can copy. It's just changing the letter that you don't know to become a bracket. Anybody can do that. And leave the rest for your calculator, okay? So we've got negative 15 times negative 12 times negative 6. Negative times negative is positive, so 15 times 6, 90. Next one. Wow, we have more now. S equals to v squared minus u squared over 2a. They tell you, okay, v is 12, u is negative 3, a is 6. Is it difficult? No, change all the letters to brackets. And now I don't want you to do it. Look up. Look up, look up. Look, look, look. I don't want you to do it because I'm afraid you may make a mistake. V squared. I said, draw bracket for the unknown, right? And put a square. Where should I put a square? Oh, look up. This is where common mistakes start to happen. Where should I put a square? Is it inside or outside the bracket? Outside. I change the letter V to become bracket. That square is outside the bracket. I need you to get this correct. Next is minus u squared. So if you're not listening, you would end up making mistakes already. So next, u squared over 2a. 2a. This is what I want you to start off with. So can you please write this down first? I want to see all the brackets. I want to see the square that is outside the bracket. Extremely important that you follow this. Once you're done with this, fill in the blanks. V change to 12. U change to negative 3. Finally, A is changed to 6. Then use your calculator. Key in exactly what you have written. Okay, now we do one last one, then our lesson will be over already. So exercise 3, y equals to so and so forth. Find the value of y when t equals to 4 and x equals to negative 2. Any of the unknown, just put bracket. Okay, can you try replacing them with brackets now? Start off with y equals to, copy everything except the letters to be changed. Is this what you have? All the brackets? Double check before you carry on. It must look like this. I need you to make it look like this. Once your brackets are correct, fill in the blanks. Okay, your homework for today is to do exercise 4, exercise 5, exercise 6. Just follow the method. Change all the letters to become brackets. Okay, so exercise 4, 5, and 6.